आगे से यार तुम तो इधर ठीक लग रही है
आइए सर। चलते रहो।
शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हर हे
Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Aligarh Muslim University, I extend my warm greetings to all of you on the 77th Republic Day of India. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. We shall now proceed with the next segment of today's Republic Day program. I now request all of you to kindly stand for the reading of Sankalp Shapath. I will read the Shapath and all of you are please requested to repeat the Shapath. भारत को संपूर्ण प्रभुत्व, संपन्न, समाजवादी, धर्मनिरपेक्ष, लोकतांत्रिक गणराज्य बनाने के लिए उसके समस्त नागरिकों को सामाजिक, आर्थिक और राजनैतिक न्याय, विचार, अभिव्यक्ति, विश्वास, धर्म और उपासना की स्वतंत्रता, प्रतिष्ठा और अवसर की समता प्राप्त करने के लिए तथा उन सब में व्यक्ति की गरिमा और राष्ट्र की एकता और अखंडता सुनिश्चित कराने वाली बंधुता बढ़ाने के लिए पुनः दृढ़ संकल्प होकर अपनी इस सभा में एतद् द्वारा संविधान को अंगीकृत, अधिनियमित और आत्मार्पित करते हैं। थैंक यू। जय हिंद। To celebrate the Republic Day of India and reaffirm our faith in the constitutional values that guide our republic. As we commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India, we reaffirm our collective commitment to these enduring values: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. We now move to the addresses by our students whose voices reflect the aspirations, concerns, and promise of the younger generation of our republic. We now move to the addresses by our students. I have the pleasure of inviting Ms. Maisa Manal Taj, a student of BA Honours English, 5th semester, to share her thoughts on this significant national occasion. Ms. Maisa Manal Taj.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, esteemed guests, dignitaries, teachers and all my fellow students. Assalamu alaikum and a very purposeful morning to all. As we gather to celebrate the 77th Independent Republic Day of India, we come together to reflect on the journey of a nation shaped by constitutional values, collective effort and democratic spirit. When we mark Republic Day, we often speak as if the Constitution arrived pristine and complete and the Republic settled into place. Yet, republics are not static monuments. They are the living systems that evolve through practice, participation, and through commitment. Abraham Lincoln once described the democracy as government of the people, by the people, for the people. India stands today as the world's largest expression of that idea. A democracy of nearly 1.4 billion people, each one protected by a constitution that refuses to limit dignity to the privileged. January 26 carries deliberate historical significance. It was on this day in the 1930s that the Indian leaders proclaimed Purna Swaraj, or complete independence. 2 decades later, when the Constitution came into force, it marked a defining moment in our national journey, transforming the struggle for freedom into a framework for governance, justice, and for citizenship. The Constituent Assembly spent 2 years, 11 months and 17 days drafting the Constitution, engaging in detailed deliberations not only on laws, but on the kind of nation India sought to become. In a world emerging from war and colonial rule, India chose a constitutional path grounded in debate and democratic institutions. At the center of this historic effort stood Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who emphasized that political democracy must be supported by social democracy, a principle that continues to guide the Republic's constitutional vision. That founding vision has shaped India's progress over the decades. Today, India is the world's 5th largest democracy and a nation that successfully landed a moon to the South Pole at a remarkably low cost. 65% below the age of 35 are India's greatest strength. Achievements in education, science, technology and culture reflect a republic that continues to guide and advance through innovation and through effort. When we speak of the Constitution, we speak both of achievement and of responsibilities. Ceremonies such as the Republic Day Parade on the Kartavya Path symbolizes national confidence and unity, with also reminding us of the values and principles that underpin our democratic system. In the early hours of independence, Jawaharlal Nehru addressed the nation with the words, and I quote, "Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny." He went on to say, "The time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially." 77 years later, that pledge continues to guide the Republic's journey, reflected in its institutions, citizens, and constitutional governance. On this Republic Day, may we honor both the nation we inherited and the nation we continue to build, with commitment, responsibility, and with shared purpose. Thank you, and have a meaningful Republic Day to all.
A lucid and reflective address that articulates the spirit of republic with confidence and conviction. अब मैं मिस्टर अबू दाऊद BA 5th सेमेस्टर के तालिब इल्म को दावत देता हूं कि वो आएं और अपना खिताब पेश करें. मिस्टर अबू दाऊद.
वतन की खाक से मरकर भी हमको उन्स बाकी है, वतन की खाक से मरकर भी हमको उन्स बाकी है, मज़ा दामन मादर का है इस मिट्टी के दामन में. स्टेज पर जलवा अफरोज शेखुल जामिया, मनायब शेखुल जामिया, मोहतरम रजिस्ट्रार साहब, असातिज़े इकराम और मेरे अजीज़ हमवतनों, अस्सलामु अलैकुम. आज हम और आप यहाँ हिंदुस्तान के 77वें यौम जमहूरिया के मौके पर जश्न मनाने के लिए जमा हुए हैं. लेकिन यह दिन महज एक सरकारी तातील नहीं, बल्कि हमारी कौमी गैरत, वक़ार और अजीम जमहूरियत के इस्तेहकाम का दिन है. इस पुरमसरत मौके पर मैं आप तमाम हाज़रीन को और मुल्क के कोने कोने में बसने वाले हिंदुस्तानियों को दिल की गहराइयों से मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ. मुअज़्ज़ज़ हाज़रीन, जमहूरियत एक बड़ी नेमत है और ये जमहूरियत हिंदुस्तान को किसी प्लेट में सजी हुई नहीं मिली, बल्कि इसके पीछे हमारे अकाबरीन और मुजाहिदीन आज़ादी के खून की सुर्खी शामिल है, जिन्होंने अंग्रेज़ी साम्राज्य के खिलाफ उस वक्त आवाज़ उठाई जब बोलने पर जुबानें काट दी जाती थीं और हक सच कहने पर गर्दनें कलम कर दी जाती थी. भगत सिंह की जवानी हो या अशफाकुल्लाह खान की कुर्बानी, सुभाष चंद्र बोस का जोश हो या महात्मा गांधी जी की जद्दोजहद, मौलाना अबुल कलाम आज़ाद की बसीरत हो या पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू की बसारत, इन सब ने मिलकर इस वतन अजीज को अंग्रेज़ों की गुलामी से आज़ाद कराया. चुनांचे हम पर लाजिम है कि हम इन तमाम शहीदों और मुजाहिदीन आज़ादी की कुर्बानियों को याद करें और उन्हें खराज अक़ीदत पेश करें, जिन्होंने दारो रसन चूमना गवारा किया मगर मसलहत का सौदा नहीं किया, और आज उन्हीं की बदौलत हम एक आज़ाद फ़िज़ा में सांस ले रहे हैं. हज़रात गिरामी, जब मुल्क आज़ाद हुआ तो सबसे बड़ा सवाल ये था कि इस मुख्तलिफ मजहबी व लिसानी मुल्क को आखिर एक लड़ी में कैसे पिरोया जाए. उस वक्त बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर ने हमें वो दस्तूर दिया जो दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा तहरीरी आइन. बाबा साहब ने बड़ी फिक्र अंगेज बात कही थी कि हमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ सियासी आज़ादी पर क़नाअत नहीं करनी, बल्कि अगर मुआशरे में समाजी और माशी बराबरी नहीं आई तो ये सियासी जमहूरियत रेत की दीवार साबित हो. उन्होंने खबरदार किया था कि जब तक एक इंसान दूसरे इंसान का इस्तेहसाल करता रहेगा, जमहूरियत का ख्वाब अधूरा है. यही वजह है कि हमें अपने दस्तूर पर फख्र है. جو کہ ہمیں وہ بنیادی حقوق یعنی فنڈامنٹل رائٹس فراہم کرتا ہے جو کہ کسی بھی مہذب معاشرے کی معراج ہے۔ دفعہ 14 سے 18 ہمیں قانون کی نظر میں برابری اور مساوات کا حق دیتی ہے۔ دفعہ 19 سے 22 ہمیں اظہار خیال، زندگی اور شخصی آزادی کی ضمانت دیتی ہے۔ دفعہ 25 سے 28 ہر شہری کو اپنے مذہب پر چلنے اور اس کی تبلیغ کرنے اور اپنی رسومات ادا کرنے کی مکمل آزادی فراہم کرتا ہے۔ اور سب سے اہم بات یہ ہے کہ ہمارا دستور اقلیتوں کے حقوق کا پاسبان ہے۔ یہ مختلف مذہبی و لسانی اقلیتوں کو اس بات کا اختیار دیتا ہے کہ وہ اپنے رسم الخط، اپنی زبان اور اپنی تہذیب و ثقافت کا تحفظ کریں اور اپنے پسند کے تعلیمی ادارے قائم کریں۔ یہ کثرت میں وحدت یعنی یونٹی ان ڈائیورسٹی ہی ہماری جمہوریت کا اصل حسن ہے۔ چمن میں اختلاف رنگ و بو سے بات بنتی ہے، ہمیں ہم ہیں تو کیا ہم ہیں، تمہیں تم ہو تو کیا تم ہو۔ حضرات گرامی، انصاف، آزادی، مساوات اور اخوت یہ محض الفاظ نہیں بلکہ اس ملک میں ہماری بقا کے ضامن ہیں۔ ہمیں انگریزوں کی غلامانہ سوچ سے نکل کر ایک ایسی فکری آزادی پیدا کرنی ہوگی جہاں ہم سچ کو سچ کہہ سکیں اور ناانصافی کے خلاف آواز اٹھا سکیں۔ ہماری جمہوریت کی انفرادیت یہ ہے کہ یہاں مندر کی گھنٹی، مسجد کی اذان، چرچ کی دعا اور گرودوارے کے شبد ایک ساتھ گونجتے ہیں اور یہی ہماری اصل تہذیب ہے۔ لہذا آئیے آج اس 77ویں یوم جمہوریہ کے موقع پر عہد کریں کہ ہم دستور ہند کی روح کی حفاظت کریں گے، ہم تعصب کا خاتمہ کریں گے، سماجی انصاف کو قائم کریں گے اور اس ملک کو ترقی کی اس راہ پر لے جائیں گے جہاں ہر شہری، خواہ وہ کسی بھی مذہب کا ماننے والا ہو، خواہ وہ کسی بھی ذات سے تعلق رکھنے والا ہو، وہ خود کو محفوظ اور معزز محسوس کرے۔ آخر میں اس آرزو اور اس امید کے ساتھ میں آپ سے رخصت ہوتا ہوں چند اشعار کے ساتھ کہ کسی مرتبے کی خواہش نہ مقام چاہتے ہیں، کسی مرتبے کی خواہش نہ مقام چاہتے ہیں، جو بدل سکے زمانہ وہ نظام چاہتے ہیں، جو مسرتوں سے بھر دے غم زندگی کا دامن، جو مسرتوں سے بھر دے غم زندگی کا دامن، وہی صبح چاہتے ہیں، وہی شام چاہتے ہیں۔ جے ہند، ہندوستان زندہ باد، علی گڑھ پائیدار۔
پورا سب انداز میں کیا، شکریہ۔ Ladies and gentlemen, now I have the honor to invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University to address this August gathering.
Registrar, Deans of Faculties, Finance Officer, Controller of Examinations, Dean Students Welfare, Principals, Chairpersons of the Department, Directors, other functionaries of the universities, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. On this proud occasion of the Republic Day of India, I extend my warm greetings to every member of the Aligarh Muslim University. We gather today at the historic Stratchy Hall not only to commemorate the adoption of our Constitution, but also to reflect on the journey of our nation and our shared responsibility towards its future. Today, as the national flag rises against the winter sky at the historic Stratchy Hall, we are reminded that the Republic is not merely a political arrangement, it's a moral promise renewed each year through our collective conscience and conduct. Republic Day calls upon us to remember that the Constitution is not a static document resting in archives. It's a living framework of responsibilities demanding constant vigilance, ethical commitment, and intellectual courage. Its spirit finds true expression not only in institutions of governance but most meaningfully in institutions of learning. It is in this context that Aligarh Muslim University assumes a special significance. AMU has never been just a university in the conventional sense. It has been a civilizational conversation between tradition and modernity, faith and reason, plurality and unity, founded at a time when education itself was an act of reform and resistance. This university has consistently stood for the idea that knowledge is the most enduring form of national service. Ladies and gentlemen, a full quarter of a century has passed since India entered the 21st century. In these 25 years, the world has moved faster than even before. Knowledge systems have transformed. Technologies have accelerated, and expectations from institutions of higher learning have deepened. We are no longer at the threshold of change. We are standing in its very midst. On this Republic Day, we must pause and ask, what does it mean to serve the Republic as a university in the third decade of the 21st century? As the nation looks ahead to 2047, Viksit Bharat, universities like Aligarh Muslim University carry a special responsibility. The Republic today expects more from its universities than the mere transmission of knowledge. It expects leadership in thought. It expects responsibility in action and integrity in purpose. With pride, I must say that Aligarh Muslim University has always understood this role. Since its foundation by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Aligarh Muslim University has stood for education as a means of empowerment, reform and national service. Sir Syed believed that education must prepare individuals to engage confidently with the modern world while remaining anchored in ethical values. We all can see that his futuristic vision was not meant for one era, it was meant for every turning point. And 2026 is one such turning point. Friends, this Republic Day also gives us an opportunity to acknowledge the steady and meaningful progress the university has made in recent years. AMU's academic standing continues to strengthen, reflected in national and international recognition in the growing visibility of our research across disciplines. These are not isolated achievements, they are the outcome of sustained effort, institutional resolve, and collective faith in academic excellence. At the same time, the university has focused consciously on improving the quality of campus life across our halls of residence and academic spaces. Infrastructural upgrades have been undertaken with care to safeguard heritage buildings while improving the living and learning conditions of students. We are restoring not just buildings but confidence, not just spaces but a sense of belonging. Preservation and progress have gone hand in hand, ensuring that our historic campus remains dignified, functional and student-centered. The university administration remains fully committed to taking proactive measures to support teachers and students in their academic, research and co-curricular activities, whether through strengthening research facilities, encouraging interdisciplinary work, supporting innovation or any other development, or enabling participation in sports, culture and outreach activities. Our effort is guided by one principle: invest in a knowledge ecosystem with integrity and the nation reaps the dividend. Dear AMU fraternity, we must remember that the future does not arrive suddenly. Rather, it is prepared patiently, and you are its most important architects. Dear students, the future of India will be shaped not only by policies and institutions, but by the values, skills and judgment of its youth. The way our generation engages with knowledge will determine how the nation navigates the challenges of the coming decades. We are entering an era where data literacy is essential for informed citizenship, where artificial intelligence is reshaping education and healthcare and governance, and where environmental responsibility has become central to sustainable development. India's advances in space and frontier sciences inspire global confidence. At the same time, language, literature and culture also find new life in digital and virtual spaces. Technology will decide the speed. Education must decide its direction. What makes Aligarh Muslim University unique is that it does not treat knowledge as fragments. Here, modern science grows alongside historical consciousness. Technology is anchored by cultural memory, and learning remains connected to the idea of India. On a day that celebrates the Republic, we must not forget the thinkers who shaped its moral and constitutional imagination. In remembering Mahatma Gandhi, we recall his insistence that education must serve truth and moral courage. In recalling Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, we are reminded that education is the most powerful instrument for social transformation and democratic strength. Both remind us that learning is meaningful only when it enlarges freedom and deepens justice. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Republic Day, let us renew our collective commitment to the Constitution, to the pursuit of knowledge, and to the larger national good. Let us remember that 25 years have already passed, and the next 25 years will decide the memory of the nation. As we move towards the Viksit Bharat vision of 2047, the message before us is clear. Development must be intelligent. Progress must be human. Growth must be sustainable. And knowledge must remain ethical. This is the moment when Aligarh Muslim University must lead, not follow, and shape the direction of change, not merely adapt to it. I pray to Allah that Aligarh Muslim University continues to stand at this national crossroads as an institution where tradition deepens innovation, where science advances with ethical clarity, where technology remains accountable to humanity, and where education forms not only professional but also responsible citizens of the Republic. I conclude with the conviction that the coming quarter of a century will be remembered as the period when knowledge was tempered by wisdom, ambition guided by ethics, and youth defined by responsibility. In that journey, Aligarh Muslim University will continue to be a guiding light for the nation. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring, motivating, and substantial address. Now, we will proceed with the prize distribution ceremony for the mini marathon. And for this, I will request Secretary Games Committee to please announce the name of the winners.
Second prize goes to Muhammad Qamar Abdi. He is a student of Master Physical Education from Ream Hall.
इधर देखिए इधर
And now,
हाँ इधर देखो बेटा
over 100.
ओके
She is a student of BA from Abdullah Hall. And now is the time for the first prize winner, Kajal Chaudhary from Bachelor in Physical Education from Aston Hall. The second prize goes to Shaukat Ahmed Malik, second place. And the winner is Saif Ansari. Saif Ansari is the winner.
ओके
In the girls category, the third prize goes to Zehra Batul. नहीं, third से शुरू करेंगे। Third से। And the first prize goes to Atifa Khatun. Atifa. Thank you, ma'am. नहीं, Zehra Batul is third place. Zehra Batul has got a third place.
हाँ इधर देखो
Thanks.
I, on behalf of the University Administration, extend my sincere thanks to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, DSW, Proctor, Finance Officer, Controller of Examinations, Secretary Games Committee, all the MICs, member of EC and AMU Court, Deans, Principals, Directors, Chairpersons, Provosts, distinguished guests, faculty members, students, NCC cadets, and all their staffs and distinguished guests for their presence and cooperation. Tea and refreshments are to be served in the lawn of the Sir Syed Hall South. Jai Hind. Thank you. Thank you.